everyone, so hopefully you can hear me okay. Let me know if you have any sound problems or if I'm not clear. We're just going to give some time for people to join and then we will start our reading. So I'll put my other phone there. Okay, so let me try and turn the comments on. I've got a new phone, so here we go, live chat. I've got a new phone, so I'm still like trying to get used to it. So you might have to bear with me. Hello, Renata. So I am going to use the Witch's Tarot. I've got a couple of other decks as well. So we're just going to see kind of where this reading heads. I have no idea what's going to come through. But I feel quite excited about this. I feel like there is a lot going on right now. A lot of people have messaged me saying that, you know, energies have been all over the place. So it'll be interesting to try and get some clarity on that. And yeah, just see kind of what the themes are and what messages Spirit has for us. So hi everyone, thank you for joining. We will start in a few moments. I'm just going to start shuffling the decks. Let me know how you guys are doing. How are you finding the week? Obviously we had the full moon at the start of the week. So hopefully you're all doing okay and feeling more grounded again. Saturn moved into Pisces as well. So we've had a lot going on. Yeah, I know what you mean. I feel tired as well. I think the energies have been quite exhausting and it's important to just kind of accept that and give yourself plenty of time to rest, drink lots of water, you know, really nurture yourself, look after yourself. Because I think sometimes when we experience things like this, we feel like we have to keep going. We have to, you know, work hard and we have to be productive. And the truth is, when we can work with the cycles, we actually feel more at peace. And it means that when we do have those kind of bursts of energy, we can use them really well. If you're feeling lethargic, if you're feeling tired or feeling drained or heavy, you've got to just slow down. You've got to like accept that and just embrace it. And, you know, there's a message there for you. So let's see what we need to hear today. So our first card, we have the Four of Pentacles. And this is interesting because for the last few days, I have been really feeling as if like someone has been like holding on. And I keep being, you know, given visuals and dreaming of this as if the more you're trying to like break free and break away, there's someone or something here from your past which is trying really hard to hold on. So you could be having like really intense and quite crazy dreams about, you know, a past situation or relationship. So don't be surprised if, you know, you start to feel another person's energy, because I honestly think someone is like they're trying to keep hold of you. Maybe they feel you moving into like the next chapter of your life. So with this Four of Pentacles, I think someone may very well show signs of this quite soon. So you could either get a message from them, or yeah, you could start having lots of like that 5D connection. I've been seeing chameleons everywhere for weeks now. And chameleon is my sign that someone from the past is going to either unblock you or reach out. So I think we're definitely preparing for the past to revisit us, you know, to maybe see if have we really moved on from this. So whether this is a situation coming up for you to deal with again and it's just kind of checking, okay, have you actually let this go? Or it could very well be someone who's trying to test the water with you and see, you know, what the situation is. But with this Four of Pentacles, try not to hold on. I feel like we have to just be open right now. We have to let this flow. You know, don't try and you know, hold on to anything because it's going to create this resistance. Something here happened around Christmas, and I think either you expected something to happen at Christmas and it didn't, or there was like maybe a fallout around Christmas, and it doesn't have to be this Christmas just gone. But I really think that there's been a lot of very unsettled energy since. There's like a lack of closure here. I can see that the door was shut, but it's like the door was shut mid conversation. So there was never clarity or understanding on like what happened, what is going to happen next. So I just think you are now trying to understand, what's the truth here, what's actually going on. And there's been so many like changes which have happened in your life personally, maybe this person's life as well. And it seems like someone really wants to reopen that door with you. Someone really wants to try and, basically check up and just say, are we still, have we still got a chance? Like, what's going to happen? There's just so many questions here, and I feel like it's about time you got some answers. So you may have actually experienced something around the full moon just gone. So it could be that maybe you had some dreams around the full moon about this situation. Or it could have brought up a lot of emotion around this for you. So if you have felt kind of like more emotional and that heavier energy, that's okay. Again, just ride with it. Oh, I don't know why the mic is doing that. Let me pop the camera on a box and see if that helps. It might be because it's on glass. So let's pop that there. There we go. Hopefully that helps. Let me know if you do have any more sound problems. 4 of Swords, 10 of Swords. Wow, okay. So this was a really painful ending. I honestly just think there was no closure. There was no understanding of even like where this came from. It seems like someone here was feeling really triggered. They, rejected, abandoned, pushed you away. This 10 of Swords, like this was a really painful ending, very difficult to accept. And with the four of Swords, I feel like you spent a long time trying to understand this, overthinking, trying to like work out what is the truth, what actually happened, because it just seems like someone here changed. I'm getting they left in the dead of night. So I do feel this ending was very sudden, very unexpected. And yeah, you have spent a long time healing from this. And I feel this healing keeps happening in layers. So you may feel okay and then it kind of comes back up, it revisits you. So interestingly, even though this person kind of like betrayed you, stabbed you in the back, they're still holding on to this. They haven't given up hope. Those 2 number 4s really important. I feel like both of you have had to work on your foundations individually. So maybe there were codependency issues here. Maybe there was just some miscommunication problems. Whatever this was, I just feel both of you had to kind of walk separate paths for a little bit of time. But yeah, that 4 of Swords, so this is a time of just healing and resting. You are recovering. You are kind of getting back on top. You're going to feel much more optimistic again soon. But right now, this is about giving your head a break. Try not to overthink. You've been through the most difficult part of this and you are now getting your bounce back. You're getting back into the swing of things. But yeah, try not to get caught in any like overthinking, negative spirals here. 7 of Cups, this is a perfect time to explore your options. And by this, I mean, what can you focus on? What can you invest your energy in? Do you have goals, projects in mind? Do you want to improve your career? Is there something spiritual here for you to do? Is there a change in your environment? So with this 7 of Cups, you have so many options about what to do. But I tell you now, the more you think about this situation, it's like the worse you feel. So Spirit's saying, it is what it is. Let's lay it to rest for now. Trust me, when the time is right, this door will be reopened. This situation has not finished. And that's very, very clear. And for some, and this may trigger some people, it might be years. Like, it could have been years since you heard from this person. But I just really feel there's a situation here where it hasn't ended. It's just you're not in the next chapter together. So I hope that makes sense. It's as if in a story, not every character features in every chapter, and there might be a couple of chapters where the two of you are just doing separate things, but there is going to be a chapter called The Reunion. There is going to be a chapter where you two, reunite, and I do feel this will happen when you've both had, some time just to really work on yourselves. Now, you definitely have options. You have choices here. That Seven of Cups is asking you, don't get caught in your head about this. Don't start overthinking. Don't live in this fantasy land. Keep grounded. And that might be like a really conscious effort. It might not be easy, but the more you ground yourself, the better you are going to feel, that the more easily you'll be able to kind of handle this situation. So let's have a look, what's coming up. I want to see like what's happening next. Someone has a big choice to make, whether this is you, whether it's them. I feel someone here is trying to like decide how to approach or what to offer. I don't know if you may have like changed your number, or one of you has blocked the other person. It feels like it's quite difficult to get through to each other, but there is going to be a way through. So you may be thinking, there's no way this person can get in touch with me. I've changed my address, I've changed my number. Trust me, they'll find a way. Nine of Swords. So lots of the messages tonight are really about stop overthinking things, because the more you overthink things, the more stuck you're going to feel. This Nine of Swords is just reminding you to let go, to change your viewpoint on this. Don't get caught up in fear or anxiety. The full moon may have triggered a lot of deep emotion, but you are able to navigate this. You're going to have a fresh start. And I feel there's lots of exciting things developing. So now we know what's happening with love here. Let's have a look at other areas, and then I'm going to use the Tarot of Sexual Magic to get some more messages. Two of Swords, weigh up your choices. The Two of Swords, maybe you're feeling indecisive, maybe you're feeling unsure. It's time to remove the blindfold. It's time to face the truth. Really see what your options are. Because right now it's as if you're waiting. You're staying still and you're waiting for something or for someone. And by waiting here, I feel like you're ready to move. You've waited long enough. You've sat there, you've given this person time, you give this situation time, and your guides are now saying, okay, let's get moving, let's keep flowing. What's meant to be will not pass you by. I so strongly believe that. And I do feel here as if we're not meant to see the full picture. We're not meant to see when this person approaches, but by moving forwards, you start to create the movement, you create the ripples, the waves, and that will flow. And, this person who's connected to you will feel that movement, and it'll encourage them to move as well. By waiting and putting your life on hold and hitting that pause button, the waters lie very still, and it's like no one wants to make the waters move. So you are being encouraged to, not be afraid of that, not be afraid of moving forwards and just getting on with things. Because actually, by making empowered decisions and, basically facing your choices, making those choices, you are going to see a major improvement here. So let's get a Romance Angel card. We're going to use a Tarot of Sexual Magic, and we'll keep using this tarot deck as well. Okay, so they flew out quickly. So we have the Honeymoon card, heart-to-heart conversations, and let go of control issues. So yeah, the more you try to control the outcome here, the harder this is going to be. It's like trying to steer a really heavy vehicle and the brakes are on. if we try to control a situation which is outside our control, it only creates friction. It makes us frustrated. It keeps us stuck. So let go of trying to control this. Surrender. Let this unfold naturally. You deserve a break. That's what this honeymoon card is all about. It's telling me that you need to take a break. You need to treat yourself. You need to reward yourself with some time off from everything. Maybe you do need to book a holiday. Maybe you just need to spend some time with yourself. But there is going to be that heart-to-heart conversation. So I think whatever your situation is right now, the main message that Spirit keeps trying to get through is this door is not closed. It may feel closed because maybe right now you're not able to open it, but the door is not closed permanently. In fact, I just split the deck and look what I got, reconciliation. So it's loud and clear. Someone here is going to return. They're going to reopen this door. They're going to come knocking. But I just feel you are going to be in a different space. You know, right now there's lots of feelings of kind of sadness here. So whoever this person is, I know it was a difficult ending. I do feel there was toxicity in this connection. So there was like a block, a barrier, something which stops the two of you from being able to be together comfortably. But that time apart is going to heal this. It really is. And this person's going to come in with so much more energy and enthusiasm. They're really going to return. You know, I just keep seeing like bells. I keep hearing bells and whistles, and I feel like it's going to be a very loud return, very grand. You know, this person is going to basically be really loud. They're going to like make their feelings known. No hiding here. I see them taking off the mask, taking off the armor, preparing to be vulnerable, preparing to be truly authentic with you, and being very open and honest about how they're feeling and, you know, what's been going on here. Five of Pentacles. So basically we just keep having this message coming through that things are going to change. Right now the story is at a bit of a sad point. You know, every story has some kind of tragedy, but they usually have happy endings. So I feel like the point of the story that you are at right now, maybe it is difficult, maybe this challenge is here, but this is not the end of the story. So keep turning those pages and you won't regret it. You know, you will start to see the improvement here. Now this person's going to come in, they're going to be telling you like a bit of a you know, a tale, a story about what they've been going through. I see the wheel in reverse. So some of you may be worried about what this person is doing right now. You know, that wheel in reverse, it's as if because there's no movement, you're maybe questioning, well, who are they with? What are they doing? What are they saying? Try not to think about this. You know, again, it's outside your control, so it's not going to help. I know it's difficult, but I do feel like there is valuable lessons here. And in this break, in this time of non-movement, you have that opportunity to find yourself, to connect with others. I feel like this is about you going out, making new friends, meeting your soul tribe. You know, you are long overdue, you know, kind of like spending time with like-minded people. I feel that you have done a lot on your own. You've really been quite isolated. You've had to be independent. You know, there's been no one to lean on here, but that is going to change. You are going to find a group of people who you feel connected to. And look, this person is going to surprise you with their approach. They're going to come in here, and I do feel like you've just switched off. You are completely switched off, and this person almost like jolts you awake. It feels like you are just not anticipating this. You know, it comes at a time where you are thinking about other things. For some, maybe even like in a new relationship or in a new kind of situation. So maybe you just kind of like start going out, having fun, and then this person comes in and you are just like, of all the times, I was not expecting it to be right now. You may even like bump into this person quite spontaneously, because there's a big message here about like, it is going to be a shock. It is going to be like unprepared for, basically. Seven of Swords. So right now, the two of you back to back, but you will get to reconcile. You will get to heal these differences. See if we can get some kind of timing. We got the Empress card. So really, as you are just living your best life, very open, you know, really feeling very abundant, maybe you are going to use this time to like grow your own business, or do something very different. I feel like when this person returns, they're not going to recognize you. Like you are going to just be a completely different person. And they're going to be really impressed by this. But yeah, I just feel this person's going to come back when you are feeling really empowered, really confident. And you know, you've done a lot of healing as well. The snake behind the Empress. You've been through a really profound time of healing. And then you're going to get this person's call. I think for some, you will hear their voice and it'll just be like you'll be taken aback by it. You know, this person may call you from a different number and it's like you just don't expect it. And then we have the Star, the magic of union. I tell you what, no matter how much time passes before you two, you know, reconcile, there's going to be something so magical about this. No matter what your situation, no matter what theirs, I feel there's such a strong soul connection here that the two of you can't help but just feel at home with one another. You know, it seems very comfortable. This person's like completely under your spell. They may have been trying to ignore this. They may have been trying to ignore how enchanting they find you. And it's like when you two reconnect, they're going to be right back to when they first met you and how taken aback they were by how beautiful you are, inside and out, how they felt that chemistry, you know, the fireworks. So they're going to be taken back to the very beginning. I really do think that it's just going to be such a shock for this person, you know, taken back to the very first time you met, and it's going to be an overwhelming experience. I do think there's a lot of emotion here. Let's get a message from this person. I don't know if they like see you kind of really like in a different light, like wearing different things than you normally would, you know, maybe you're kind of going out or something. But I think there's something very impressive about when they lay eyes upon you next. Oh, I want to date you. So yeah, this person's very impressed. I want to make this work. Okay, you see how determined they suddenly are? You see how much this person now wants this because they're seeing you in this light and they just feel enchanted, mesmerized. They really want to, you know, reconcile the differences here. I'm not stable right now. Let me fix this. So this person is really saying, you know, I know that I have not been secure. I know that I have not been in a good position myself. This is what I have been trying to resolve, but I do want to make this work. Can you accept me as I am? I'm going to get help. I know that I need to. And the last card from this person, we are on hold, but I'm coming back. So all the messages that have come out today really are kind of confirming to you, yes, this person is on their way back. You know, they're struggling with self-acceptance. That's why they're asking, can you accept me as I am? Because they are struggling to accept themselves. And that's why they're going to get help, because they know that they do need to get further help here. Whether this is talking to their spirit guides, whether it's getting some kind of professional help, whether it's speaking to a friend or a relative, you know, they're going to get some kind of assistance because they know that, you know, they need to in order to have that breakthrough. But yeah, you're on hold with this person, but they are going to come back because ultimately you two have undeniable chemistry. You know, there's something here which is enchanting, it's mysterious, and nothing compares. Honestly, like nothing compares. This person may have, it sounds horrible, maybe they have tried to like ignore this or like replace you, but they haven't been able to. Okay, Spirit, any other messages? Three of Pentacles. You see those green eyes of envy here? Whatever you've been doing, working on yourself, working on your goals, there's jealousy. There really is. Someone here is watching you and they feel very envious about your position. I think that this person feels quite defensive and guarded. So I wouldn't be surprised if you don't hear this from them directly. But yeah, there's some serious envy here. Because with that Three of Pentacles, I feel like you've done so much on your own. You've achieved more on your own than this person ever thought you could. So they're looking at everything you've done and just really maybe feel a little bit bitter that they haven't achieved as much. This is someone who compares themselves a lot. So, you know, seeing you really successful, really focused and driven is definitely triggering them. We've got the Hanged Man. So we have a change in perspective here. So with this Hanged Man, I feel like things definitely feel a bit paused right now. But it's not a bad thing. I think this is actually a good experience, because by hitting that pause button, it gives you the chance to maybe make some adjustments. I woke up this morning and there was like thick snow everywhere. You know, snow in March in the UK is not very common. It happens like, you know, once every blue moon. And it was thick snow. And, you know, I thought it was going to be really cold. By midday, all the snow had melted. And it's interesting because I feel that here, I feel like someone hits the pause button. There's this deep freeze, but it falls so quickly. Like this break might not be as long as you are expecting. You know, something is going to start moving again very, very quickly. It just feels like it's going to take a long time, but actually it doesn't. This is like the last frost before spring. And it's not going to be easy. You know, usually things get gradually easier, but I just feel right now things are maybe super challenging, but it's like the last final battles before the next astrological year. You know, this is a time where perhaps you do feel a bit stressed and burdened, but actually it's going to resolve itself really quite quickly. Time is going to fly by. I just keep seeing this time machine just whizzing past, and I just really feel time is going to fly by. You're going to find your circumstances change, you know, really quite quickly. And here's this King of Swords. So this person could be an air sign, doesn't have to be. King of Swords, super detached, tries not to show their emotions, but they have something to say. So this person is wanting to express their truth. They're wanting to speak up. And they don't find it easy to talk about their feelings, I tell you that. Split the deck, we got Justice, maybe a Libra, but Justice is all about finding the truth. You know, doing what's right, doing what's fair. So I would say there could have been a very big injustice here. You know, I said at the start, I feel the door was shut before the two of you had chance to say goodbye, or before the two of you had chance to really like talk about the elephant in the room. So this person, you know, has a truth to speak to you because they want to create balance. They feel really eaten up inside that things are so off balance with you. Even if a long time has passed, you may be thinking, there's no way after all this time this person still, you know, thinks about me. They do. This is someone who is really struggling with the way things ended, and they do want to have that fresh start. Ace of Wands. They do want to, you know, see if you two can spark the match again. You know, can you light things up? Can there be a transformation? Can you rise above the challenges and just start over? That's a question that they have. You know, they're wondering, is it possible? So let's get one final card. Another ace. You can't make this up, guys. Ace of Wands, Ace of Swords. New beginnings are so close. This is the breakthrough conversation. I don't know if it's the same bird, but it looks like the same bird. Here's the king holding his truth. Here it is coming towards you. The truth sets you free. And this person, once they finally express their truth to you, they finally can make peace with this. I think there's something so heavy on their chest that they just know they need to talk about this, because if they don't, it's going to be a massive regret that they have. And here this king is still wearing their armor. I do see over time this person will take their armor off, take that mask off, and start to show their vulnerability. But yeah, this person 100% is preparing heart-to-heart conversation, to deliver their truth, to have a proper conversation with you. And it comes at a time where you are like, you're releasing this, you're letting it go, you're trying to like move past it, maybe explore something else. I just really feel you are completely like detached and not focused on this, and then bam, this person comes back in. Here's my truth, hear me out, like, let's talk about this. And it's just the timing of it. I really think this person is gonna time this perfectly. It feels so like last minute. It's as if like it's their last chance. That's how they're feeling about this. But I really do think it's going to be sooner than you think. So let's see what happens. But this is definitely going to be an exciting time. We'll get one last romance angel, so I've put them all back, and we'll see one last romance angel card, Spirit. Soulmate. And this comes back to what I said earlier. If it's meant to be, it will be. On the bottom, worth waiting for. So if this is the person you are meant to be with, then, divine timing is at play here. This will work out. And really, you can't control this. So Spirit's just saying, make peace, let go. And, trust that you are going to end up with the right person. You are going to be, attracting the right relationship for you. But, there is a soulmate here, someone who you feel very strongly connected to, who will be reopening that door to see if the two of you can give this another chance before it's too late. Okay, guys, I hope you enjoyed our live reading. Let me know what resonated. Thank you for all of you who could join me live, no matter where you are in the world. So, yeah, thank you for joining me. I will try and do this again very soon. I really enjoy going live both here and on Instagram. It's interesting because, like, some of you are saying, I want a new person, and I get that. And I think for some of you, this will come at a time where you are moving on, and that's the choice you'll have to make, because you'll be moving on, and this person will feel that. They'll feel like this is their final chance. They'll come back in, and then you will have that decision to make about, what you do here. But don't worry about that now. You can think about that when the time comes. For now, this is just a chance for you to detach from this, focus on other things, decide where you're investing your energy, and it gives you a bit of a check-in on like what this person is thinking, what they want to say, how they're feeling. So thank you, guys. I will see you all soon. And don't forget to follow me on Instagram for my daily readings if you don't already.